Hello and welcome. I am Ollie Juno and this is my crafty corner. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming in again. I hope you enjoy the stitch with me today. If you are a new viewer, I hope I'm glad you came in as well. But I hope you enjoy the stitch with me. A little bit about my channel real quick. I made words. Basically, I created the channel so that I can show my stuff, my projects and patterns and what I get completed. Because unfortunately, nobody in my family really gets cross stitch. So this is, I found the floss tip community and decided that this is the perfect place to share my progress and completions and stuff like that. I post normally 3 days a week. Holidays have kind of gotten me off track. This stitch with me was supposed to be posted last weekend, but it's getting posted this weekend. I was going to try to post it last night and then realized that I'm actually off work today because today is, I'm sorry, my fingers are in the way. Today is Friday the 24th. It's Christmas Eve. But we don't have any plans until around 6 o'clock this evening. So I figured it's the perfect time to try to get one of my stitch with me's in. Is this the right place? I normally stitch, most of my patterns are full coverage. I have smaller patterns that I do throughout the year for like normally Christmas gifts or whatnot. I normally stitch 1/1 full cross. This is a new pattern that I just started yesterday. It is one that is a Christmas gift, but we open all our gifts up today. So by the time I get this video posted, it will already be out of the bag. Alright, let me make sure where I'm at. I'm here. The one thing I'm trying to, I'm stitching this, normally I stitch full cross, so I come up the left, right, and go down, or come up the right bottom, go down the left top. Finish my stitches with the left bottom, the right top. I tried a few times to stitch tent stitch by doing the bottom right to the top left, and I couldn't do it. I think I pinpointed it down to the fact that I'm used to finishing my stitches from the bottom left to the top right. So I started this one differently. So I'm trying, I've had to frog a few times because I start the stitch in the wrong spot and then trying to make sure that it's in the right area. Yeah, it's been fun, but I'm loving the pattern. I'm not having a problem with the tent stitch. I'm actually enjoying tent stitch at the moment. I did a total of 1,000 stitches yesterday. Yay! Alright, so I think I've gotten totally off track on everything today. This is Stitch With Me number 27 or 28. I don't remember which Stitch With Me this is. I think I did floss tube 28 just a little bit ago. So that's what I posted on Wednesday. No, this is Stitch With Me 28. But I did post a little extra Stitch With Me, but that's a Stitch With Me number 28. And then I still have Stitch With Me number 29 to do, but that'll be another day. This is a pattern by Gecko Rouge. Like I said, this is going to be a Christmas gift. But we are handing out Christmas, like by the time this video is posted, it'll already be gifted. My husband loves this particular design. He has it all over. Like, he's got tapestry for it. He's got the bedding, words. He has the bedding set. He's got a wall poster thing. He's got the rug. So when on a Facebook group somebody shared their progress on this particular pattern, I was like, I have to get this. I was going to try to stitch it and hide it from him until Christmas next year, and when I could maybe possibly have this completed. But when I got the pattern, I realized it's a little bigger than I thought it was, and I'd have to do 2,000 stitches a week to have it done by Christmas. Unfortunately, I am not a monogamous stitcher. I like switching up projects. I do go through phases where I stick on the same one for a while, but I do like to switch up and change what I'm working on. So, and then also trying to play hideaway, because like at this first section, yeah, I could easily do it and he wouldn't even know what I was working on. But as soon as I got to the picture of the wolf, you know, he's not real like super into what I'm stitching, but he does pay attention. He does watch my videos. He doesn't watch them all the way through, or at least I don't think he does. But I do know he like does play them for me. Because I talk about my cross stitch with him all the time, but he just doesn't get cross stitch. So I decided I was going to go ahead and gift him this year, and so I wrapped it. It actually I wrapped the picture of this project in a old handheld vacuum. So when he opens it, it's gonna be like he's getting a handheld vacuum. But yeah, that was interesting. That's gonna be interesting. But we do that all the time. That's just our thing. We like to wrap things up so you can't figure out exactly what you got. And 90% of the time, when you open your thing, it's not what's in the box. So, yeah. We don't have a lot of plans for Christmas. Like, I had a list of things I was going to talk about today, but I totally forgot. I totally cannot find my list that I made. So I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Now this is my first time. I don't think I've said anything about it. I've actually started this video like 3 times now, and was like about 10 minutes into the video when I realized the angle of the camera was so bad. All you were seeing was my fingers. So basically, I'm having the same conversation over again. So I can't remember if I've actually discussed anything about this project in my 10 stitch. I think I did. I don't know. But this is a pattern by Gecko Rouge, as you can tell. This is 25 count easy guide. I'm doing 2 over 1 tent stitch. It is my first time doing tent stitch. I've tried tent stitch a couple of other times, but I was having an issue with it. And I was like talking to some of the people in Discord, and I think I pinpointed what my problem was. Normally when I stitch, I do full cross. And I come up the bottom right corner and go across. And then I finish coming up the bottom left corner. And when I tried tent stitch a few times, I was going from the bottom left corner or bottom right corner to the top left, and I didn't like it. I couldn't stand it. And I think it was just because for me the finishing stitch has to lay the right way. Now I will say, trying to find where, like, go over, like count over, like I have had to frog a couple times because it's like go over 2, so it's like 1 2 3, wait, no, I need 1 2 stitch there. Because my starter stitch is now on the left side, not my right. So has been a little different learning those steps, but I got 1,080 stitches in yesterday on this particular project. I know there are only 10 stitches, so they do work on them faster, but I am definitely really enjoying the tent stitch at the moment. Possibly open to try it on my next Haid as well, because I have a Haid I'm starting in February, and I think I will start it with tent stitch on 28 count. No, yeah, I might move. I was saying I was gonna do one of my other projects on 28 count, but I might move that around so I can do because I had planned to do my Haid on a 22 count, but I think I'm gonna move it. And now since I'm not doing the full cross, it's a little harder to do the ending stitches, but basically I just do a normal plain Jane pin stitch, just a single, like, half stitch, I guess, and there, and that's all I do. Because I normally pull it back up and snip it at the front, but it came off the needle, but I'm just gonna snip it down here. But I mean, I pull it down just a bit so that I will stitch over, so that it'll lock the thread down. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm gonna move the camera if you need to look away. But I do have the 3D printers printing in the background. So if you hear a humming noise, that's what it is. I am making a larger one of these. It's just a pretty little hummingbird. This one was, this is only about 1 inch. It's a little small. So I'm got it printing again, making it a little bigger. So if you're hearing humming in the background, that is what that is. That is the 3D printer working. All right, let me mark my stuff real quick. Where am I? How far down did I get? I didn't get to there, but I did do there. Not there. Alrighty. Alright, so I think I'm done talking about my cross stitch stuff at the moment until I get back into it, I guess. Let's see. I don't have a lot of cooking plans to do this week. Or this week. Today, we're cooking, basically we're just going to do a ham, mashed taters, mac and cheese, stuffing. Let's see. Corn on the cob. And I do believe that's about it. We don't really have a whole lot of plans for... Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot of plans for food today. Is this... Did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. Just basically those main items. Normally we do really big Thanksgivings and Christmas dinners, but this year, in Thanksgiving, we actually had turkey. The day of Thanksgiving, we ate it for probably about a week. And then my grandpa also gave me a turkey. So we ended up eating it for a second week. So we ate turkey for like 2 weeks in a row. So everybody is kind of turkeyed out. Right here. Give me my stitch. Thank you. So we decided we're just going to do a ham this year. My daughter doesn't get off work till 6:30, maybe 6 to 6:30. She said they may let them go home a little early, depending on how much, if they've got, how quickly they get things cleaned up after the store's closed. So, yeah. So I probably will start cooking the turkey. I will probably cook the ham. I'll probably put it in the oven around, let's see, probably around 2, because currently it's only 12:40. Yeah, it's 12:40 my time at the moment. Let me see here. Gotta get this in the right spots. There. Gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. Let's see. Alright, now, next color. I got a ninja stitch. Love ninja stitches. Yeah. Okay. So, give me just a second here. I've got to get my thread. For ninja stitches, I've been doing these a little differently. I'm only pulling enough thread to do the stitch. With it being a ninja stitch, that's only one stitch. So I only need enough thread to do one stitch. And then I use my little needle. Like I ended up purchasing some petite size 26s needles. Let me get this ninja stitch real quick. All right. That is right here. Because I'm gonna now once I get because I'm going to move all my threads currently. They're on the, hold on, make that. Okay. Currently all my threads are on the thread thing that was given to me by Gecko Rouge. I am planning on moving them over to my 3D printed bobbins, thread drops bobbins. Yeah, so once I move them over to there, then it won't be such a big deal for me just to pull a big piece off. But I really struggle trying to put these threads back on this thing. You know, it's just a pain. And there's like 1, 2, 4 of these. So it's really just a pain to try to get those on there. Alright, so we're going to go back to 12, getting the next color I need. There we go. Alright, so let's see. What was I doing? We were talking about food. Yeah, we're doing a pretty simple food because my daughter doesn't get off till 6:30. So I'll start the turkey. I'm stuck on the word turkey. I'm gonna start the ham around 2 o'clock. We got a 10-pound ham. I'm gonna start it around 2 o'clock. And then, because I never cook the at the heat that they suggest. I've always cooked it at a lower temperature for longer. To me, I just like the way it turns out better. It seems to have be juicier when you do that. Might not be, just seems that way to me. Don't think that's right. Is it? Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I was like making sure I was in the right spots. I'm stitching in the diagonal. We'll go back to project. I'm stitching in the diagonal. I'm stitching more of a country cross stitch within the diagonal. Not there. There. Because I don't necessarily stop at the, especially on this piece. Normally on most of my other pieces, I stop at the 10 mark. But so far with this one, I've continued into like down till I run out of thread to a point, or you know, a couple of stitches down. See, there's 1, there's 2, 3. And then I try to plan out my path, and especially with this being tent stitch, it's a little different because I can't just half cross it. It's just doesn't work. This is a half cross only. But is that right? Yeah. Mark where I've got so far. There and there. Alright, so now I'm gonna come down. Sorry, I've got to make sure I'm doing counting here. Okay, so down and over. Is that right? I think that one's right. Make sure I'm right. Yes. Okay, sorry. I will say this makes me think a little harder because I'm not, not used to where I'm having to put my stitches. It is kind of confusing. Okay. And I'm too far down. Oh, I see what I did. Frog has come to visit. Like I said, I get confused. I was at the right point, and then I put myself in the wrong point. But, I mean, I will say I like frogging 10 stitches a lot better than full stitches. Alright, let's see. Let me get this back in order. Okay, so I'm here, go down, over, over. There it is. There. Then this is going to be here. Then this one is here. There we go. Now it's looking like the pattern. All right. Let us see what my next set of thoughts are. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here because that's where I stopped with that one. There we go. And now we'll go back to this one. What was I talking about? I know I was talking about this, and then I got confused. Let's see. I think I finished talking about the food. I didn't have anything else to say about it. I've talked about the 3D printer. A little bit about what we're doing for Christmas. I know tomorrow we're supposed to be driving to my grandpa's house. He lives about an hour and a half away. We'll be giving gifts around to him. If you saw my last floss tube that I posted on Wednesday, that showed the cross stitch patterns that I was able to get completed. I actually got a couple of FFOs. So we were able to, we're going to go see them tomorrow around 1 o'clock. And, yeah. Should have my grandpa there, my Aunt Janice, my Uncle John, my mom. I don't know if my cousins are going to be there. So we'll see. Other than that, I don't really think I have anything else to say about the visit. We were supposed to go visit them today. That's why I had requested to take the day off. That's a weird. Oh, no. It's just me worrying about spacing. Yeah, I thought my daughter was going to be off today because she's a student, so they normally only work her 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I was like, oh, it's the holidays. So since she can't, they're not going to be open past 6:30, there's no sense. They're most likely not going to call her in. Yeah. So she had to go to work at 10:30 today. So that was fun. So we decided we'd go tomorrow instead. But I had already put in because they, at my job, we still work for the holidays. You can put in if you want to you want to be off. And if you're in the selected group, then they'll, you know, let you know that you can take that day off. So I had let them know that I wanted the day off, and then plans changed, and I don't need the day off, but I was like, you know what? I just won't get the extra holiday pay for working, because I get paid per hour that I work, a normal paycheck. But I was like, you know what? It ain't gonna make my paycheck any smaller. I'm still going to get paid for the day. So I was like, I'll take the day and enjoy stitching. And make sure we've got everything ready. So, and then it worked out perfectly so I could do this stitch with me. Now I will say it still is not going to get posted until around, you know, 6 o'clock this evening. Did I just? No, I didn't. Like I said, it's not going to get posted till 6 o'clock this evening, so that it doesn't spoil a Christmas present. But come on, can't find my hole. There it is. I just pulled that right on out of the needle. So what is everybody's stitchy plans for the week? No, not stitchy plans. Words. Does everybody have any big Christmas plans this week? This weekend? I really don't figure, you know, I figure this video probably won't get very many views, but wanted to do it anyway, because it can always be watched on a different day. That just looks bad. Let me redo that stitch. Yeah, give me this one back, because that, where I came up on that, does not look good at all. Come on. There we go. Let's try that stitch again, because that looked really, really bad. There we go. I see I missed the hole. There we go. Now it looks good. All right. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I know I don't know. I've lost all my trains of thought. I know I had like 6 or 7 different topics written down to discuss. And now I don't know. I have no clue. I do think I've got this frame set up so that it's not quite as wobbly. Because I did notice, like with my other Stitch With Me's, the frame, like the project wobbled a lot when I was stitching. I do think I've got this set up better so that the pattern itself doesn't wobble like it did. We're almost out of thread. No, wrong hole. So this is probably not going to be a long video. shorter than normal, I'm positive. Truthfully, I think once I finish this stitch, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Not this stitch, this thread. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video and call it a day, and I think I'm gonna go set up in the living room and relax in the recliner chair for the rest of the day, because that way I'm down by the kitchen so that I can keep an eye on the ham cooking. And then I'll probably start cooking all the sides around. Like, I think I'm gonna add potato salad into the mix today. I think we're gonna do potato salad and homemade mashed taters. Alright, so that is the end of this. So we're gonna take this thread here, pin stitch it. There we go. And then there we go. Uh-oh. Snipped. There we go. Now I snipped it. Ha ha. Alrighty. So yeah, I only made about 40 minutes on this video today. But let's see, how many stitches did we get in? Let me fill in all that I've done. How far down? To that one. Alright, so I didn't have any stitches in when I started for the day, so I've gotten 287 stitches in this project so far, for today. I think I might continue working on this one. I am really enjoying it, but I think I might go pull Pandemic out. That way I can work on it and not worry about my husband actually seeing the project. Because downstairs I'll be more in his line of range. He'll be able to see more of what I'm working on. And that way he doesn't ask, because sometimes he does ask which pattern I'm working on. So I am going to say goodbye, have a great weekend, and I will see you. My next stitch with me, if everything goes correctly, will be on Sunday. And I'm not sure what I'll be stitching on. Could be this one again, could be one of my other ones. It all depends on what mood I'm in. Alright, bye everybody.